Alright then, so welcome back everyone. So we are going to continue the SQL50 series. We already solved 4 questions. Let's solve the 5th question, invalid tweets. So the table here they have given is tweets, and let me just check the schema as a rule of thumb. So it has 2 columns, tweet ID, int and content varchar, which is a text. Okay, so tweet ID is a primary key. Okay, so it uniquely identifies a tweet, and fine, this table contains all the tweets in social media app, of course, but Twitter name has changed, right? So now it's X, whatever. They have not mentioned Twitter, right? They only mentioned social media app. Fine. And a solution to find IDs of the invalid tweets. Okay, what are invalid tweets? The tweet is invalid if number of characters, okay, used in content of this tweet is strictly greater than 15. Okay, strictly greater. Fine. Return the result table in any order. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. The order doesn't matter, so we don't need to use order by. The result format isn't for an example. Fine. So here there are tweets. Okay. So here the tweet length is 14. They're saying tweet 1 length is 14. It's a valid tweet, and tweet length is 32. It's an invalid tweet. It's a simple question, right? So I just have to return IDs, right? So what I need to return is I need to return tweet ID. Okay, return tweet ID from the table tweets, right? Tweets, yeah, from the table tweets. Okay, where if I spell tweet ID correctly, where the content basically invalid tweets, right? So where I have to return the IDs of invalid tweets. So basically where the length of basically the number of characters in this content is greater than 15, right? So there is this function car length or char length, whatever way you wanna spell it. Car length, I'll call it car length. Car length is greater than 15. There's one more function, length, which will work if there are only English alphabets used. Okay, but it's better not to use that. So what I'm saying is SQL has one more string function which is called length. Now the basic difference between these two guys is uh, these actually counts number of characters. Okay, it will count, but this actually counts the number of bytes used by this text. Okay, so what's the difference is, like, in English letters I don't think it will make any difference. So if you type hi, its length will be 2, and the car length also return 2, true. But this length, this is fine, this will work. But if you have some, like, some, let's say, Unicode characters like Chinese characters, or maybe does Unicode have Sanskrit or something like that? So anyway, basically if you type Chinese in this length, it will actually return you the number of bytes. Okay, so it's better to use char length. Okay, I'll just run it, and I'll show you the documentation what I mean by that. Okay, so basically I have to return all the tweet IDs of invalid tweets. So basically where car length of the content is greater than 15, I'll just submit it. Okay, so yeah, it works. So simple question, but the main idea is, let me just show you what I mean. Length versus car length. So these two are basically two functions. Yeah, so I was talking about this. If you see, if you basically check the length of this some Chinese character in dolphin, it will return 6 because the bytes occupied by this string is actually 6. But the char length is only 2 because you use only 2 Chinese characters here. Like there are 2, 1 and 2. That's why the char length is 2. That's why you should use char length here. Fine. So I guess it got submitted, right? Fine. So thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of the video. I'll see you in the next video.